Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey here, back with another vid. So today, I would like to give you guys food for your spirit, okay? We'll be coming from Proverbs chapter 3. Main verses is 5 and 6. And it reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take." Something that's very important that we must understand about the scripture first is when it says to trust in the Lord with all your heart, okay? Before you can do that, you must really understand and ask yourself, do I really trust Him? Do I really trust? And by definition, trust is the firm belief in the reliability, the truth, ability, or strength in someone or something. And so when we know this, we ask ourselves, do we really trust God? Or do we trust in His reliability, in His truth? Now, do we trust in His strength? And I guess it's hard for you to trust somebody if you don't really know them. And so in order for you to get to know God, in verse 6, it says to seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. Now, for people who are new to the faith, or maybe a little shaken in their faith, or don't believe God at all, but maybe have had an interest, then it's better for you to seek first, because in that you begin to know Him, and then you can ultimately trust Him. For those who already believe, even still, having a foundation of trust is very important. But to seek God gives you a deeper level of trust in Him. By seeking God's face, by seeking His word, seeking His voice, there's so many things that you're doing. But to sum it all up, the most important thing you're doing is building a relationship with God. You know, the more you know somebody, the more connected you feel to them. The more you feel like you can rely on them in most cases, based off of what you know. In order to know God, you must pray. Prayer is simply conversation with God. And then second thing, you must read. You know, it's not like God has a resume on a sheet of paper that tells you of His accomplishments. God is revealed to you in this book, okay? God reveals Himself to you in a way in which you can understand. That's why it's important for you to seek Him. Because I can sit here and talk to you all day about this, but only you can understand what you understand. So the more you seek God on your own, the more He reveals Himself to you. And the more He reveals Himself to you, you begin to trust Him more because you feel confident. You're relying on what He says. You're starting to believe in His truth. You're building that relationship. And the thing about it, trust and seeking builds a quality relationship. The more that you seek Him, the bigger that your trust becomes, the richer the relationship is. And the richer the relationship is, the more grounded it becomes. The more unshaken it becomes. God becomes your anchor, you know? And it's such a beautiful thing. And it's important to trust God with your whole heart and with your life, because you don't know tomorrow. And you don't know the end of your life. You don't know what you will accomplish. All you can do is hope. Verses 19 and 20 says, "The wisdom of the Lord founded the earth. By understanding He created the heavens. By His knowledge the deep fountains of the earth burst forth, and the dew settled beneath the night sky." God created everything out of His infinite wisdom. There was nothing that did not come from His wisdom, from Him. And in God is love. So to seek God is really to seek His wisdom, and most importantly, to seek love. And we all know that love is the one thing that drives almost everybody. And to trust God really with your life and your whole heart is to release your expectations of how God will move in your life. When you have a certain way of believing how God will do things, this is what you're doing to Him. Very narrow. But when you say, God, I trust you with all my heart. I don't know how you're going to do this, but I know that you will do it. Lord, I trust in your way and not my way, and I will seek your will, Lord. And whatever you see fit to do, Lord, have me do it. The more you release your expectations, the bigger of an opportunity you put in God's hands to work in your life. The more opportunity he has. It's so important for you to release those expectations. Doing that puts your trust in him and not yourself. And by trusting God, what you're doing is accepting the correction that God is putting forth in your life. Verses 11 and 12 says, my child, don't reject the Lord's discipline, and don't be upset when he corrects you. For the Lord corrects those he loves, just as a father corrects a child in whom he delights. Any person who loves you always wants to tell you the truth, and they want the best for you. If that may mean taking away certain things to better you, because maybe that certain thing was standing in the way, was that gap that was preventing you from reaching the next level, God will remove that from you. And for some people, that may be things that they love dearly, but they don't realize how toxic it may be for them. They don't realize how much of a bondage that is for them, how much that is preventing, how much is slowing them down. It's okay to be corrected by God. He loves you. God knows your end. So he created, just like a trainer would, create a specific course just for you. And if you continue to seek him, he will show you which path to take. I promise you he will. But you only know that and believe in that and trust in his truth the more you seek him. Such a beautiful thing, man. I hope that helped you guys out. Thank you for tuning in with Food for the Spirit, and see you guys next time.